it's Pastor Jim. I have a question for you. Did you know that the very first game was recorded in Genesis? It's a game that's still played today all around the world. Um, it started with Adam and Eve and the serpent, and it's a game that a lot of people get involved in, and we hear it almost daily in one form or another. But let me just get it set up for you, and then I'll go to the passage that I want to look at. It has to do with Adam and Eve was told that they were told to they could eat of any tree in the garden except for one. And the serpent comes along and talks to Eve and says, uh, "Why can't you eat from that tree?" And she says, "Well, basically, it's that God said we couldn't eat from that." Um, And the serpent says, "Oh, sure you can. You can eat from that. It'll give you knowledge. You'll know all kinds of things after that, and there's no wrong. You'll be fantastic." And so Eve does eat, and she brings the fruit home to Adam, and Adam eats as she's prepared it for him. And so this is the scripture I want to go to. It has to do with God coming in the evening. And as God did, and wants, it still wants, is to have people worship with Him and to speak to Him and to just celebrate with one another. And so let me pick up, and I'm going to use the message again today as we go through this. So we're talking about Genesis chapter 3. And it says, "When they heard the sound of God strolling in the garden in the evening breeze, the man and his wife hid in the trees in the garden." Hid from God. "And God called the man, 'Where are you?' And he said, 'I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid.' And God says, 'Who told you you were naked? Did you eat from the tree I told you not to eat from?' And the man said," and here's the game, "The woman you gave me as a companion, she gave me the fruit from the tree, and I ate it." And God said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" "The serpent seduced me," she says, "and I ate." See, this is the blame game. Been playing the blame game for generations upon generation upon generations. And it started with Adam and Eve. Adam was told the same thing, don't eat from the tree. Eve brought the fruit to him, and what did he do? He ate. And when he was questioned about it, he blamed somebody else. There's a couple of things also in that passage. God already knew what happened. God is all-knowing. And even when he asked, "Where are you?" he knew exactly where they were at. Where are you at? God knows. But where are you at in your heart? Are you still playing the blame game of this person caused you to do that or this person caused that? Or are you listening to God and focusing on Him? He knows the whole situation. He knows where you've been, where you're at currently. But what He wants is that fellowship with you. What He wants is you to call upon Him. What He wants is just to celebrate life with you. So it makes no difference where you're at. It makes no difference what you've done in your past. Don't blame anybody for it. Just start talking to God. And eventually, you'll have to admit, "Yeah, I kind of messed up, Father, but I'm glad you're there. I'm glad you sent your Son to take the blame for all of us." Hey, Pastor Jim, have a great week and a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.